My name's Curtis Ward and I'm the President of Pride Western Australia. I identify as a gay cis male and my pronouns are he, him. I'm here today to wish you a happy National Coming Out Day, and to do that I'm going to share with you one of my coming out stories. It's the story of when I came out to my closest friends. I was 17 years of age when I did that. I was at leavers or schoolies, depending on where you are and what you call it, and I'd known for a few years by that point that I was gay. And I just hadn't quite yet felt comfortable telling anyone because I was worried about how they were going to react and what was going to happen. And one night I decided I was going to do it. So I spent a bit of time to myself building up the courage to tell my friends. And I remember walking into the room and standing up in front of them all and saying, "Guys, I'm gay." And as soon as I'd said it, one of my beautiful dearest friends just looked at me and said, "We know, sit down." I'd expected it to be a lot more dramatic than it was.
Hi, my name's Kate. My pronouns are they, them. For Pride WA, I'm the Vice President. I work also for Hope Community Services as the Diversity and Inclusion Project Manager, looking after LGBTI services. I identify as pansexual and non-binary, and this is my coming out story. When I was 12 or 13, I was in high school and the marriage laws were changed. And I won't go into what the wording was, but I do remember saying to my friends, isn't it a bit weird to only fall in love with someone based on their genitals? So even though I didn't have the language for it, that was me acknowledging that I was pansexual for the first time. And after many years of calling myself straight and then a lesbian and bisexual, I feel like I've finally found the confidence to call it what it is. I am pansexual, the education is out there, and I'm also non-binary. And that's been one of the most exciting journeys, and coming out to my friends and family as non-binary was so much easier than when I first came out as a lesbian, because I felt confident in that for the first time in my life. And my partner accepted me wholeheartedly, and so did my workplace and all of my friends. I feel so lucky and so privileged, but I know that that experience is really rare.
Hi, I'm Cynthia. I identify as a she, her, and also as a Christian lesbian. I currently serve on the committee of Pride WA. Before I migrated to Australia, I lived in Singapore and also served in Free Community Church, which affirms same-sex relationships that are lived out in accordance with the love commandments of Jesus. I first came out to my friends as a teenager, and then subsequently to my family and also colleagues. Not all my coming out experiences were pleasant, but over time, I find that it is often scarier in my head compared to reality. Especially when coming out to people with religious beliefs, I often hesitate because it could go either way. My latest coming out experience is to a Muslim colleague who was based in a different country. Owing to cultural differences, it was an internal tussle for me as my mind went through all the what ifs. However, after coming out, it turns out that he is one of us. I thought I was the only one in my company until that point, and he said this to me, "Cynthia, there's actually more of us than you think."
And I think what I really learned from the way my friend just brushed it off was that who you are and how you identify in terms of sexual orientation or gender shouldn't really matter to your friends. If they like you, if they know who you are and they're a good friend, they're not going to care. And if they do care, they're not a good friend and they're not worth your time.
This coming out day, my challenge is for people who aren't queer people to help educate yourselves. Stop putting that pressure on the queer people and make safe spaces so that queer people feel included everywhere. So one day, this day doesn't have to exist. So on that note, happy National Coming Out Day.
The truth is, when we come out, we plant a seed of normalizing who we are. We personalize who this community is to someone out there. That someone could be a young person struggling with their sexuality. It could also be someone who has a queer child, or someone who cannot relate to us other than what's written about us in the media. If you are thinking of coming out, do it when you're ready and on your own terms. When you are comfortable in your skin and come out, you never know who you inspire. Happy National Coming Out Day.